Hey everyone, this is Michael from Wahoo Comics. I want to share a few things I got on a recent comic hunt and haul from Culpeper, Virginia. So first of all, I wanted to just mention how I ended up there. A couple weeks ago, my wife posted a listing on Facebook Marketplace for a piece of antique furniture that she was trying to sell. And she got a hit from someone that was 2 hours away in Northern Virginia that said they really wanted the piece and that they were willing to give us $40 if we would drive to Culpeper and meet them halfway there. And so, my wife was unsure if she wanted to do that, but then when I heard that, I knew that I had wanted to go to Culpeper for a while to check out some of the comic shops there and see if I could find anything. And so I said, well, hey, if you give me the $40 to go buy some comics, then I'd be happy to take the dresser up there for you. And so we agreed to do that, and so I went to Culpeper. And I started off visiting a couple of antique stores and really struck out. Didn't find anything worth purchasing there. But then I decided to go to the local comic book shop, which is Multiverse Comics and Games, and see what they had. And so I walked in and asked the owner, hey, do you guys have any back issue bins? And he said, sure. And he pointed to me kind of around the store. There are a few short and long boxes that are set up to look through. And I asked him how much things were, and he told me everything in the boxes were at cover price. And so I started looking through them. And after a while, I was super excited to find Amazing Spider-Man number 55 at cover price. As many of you know, this has been one of the hottest comics over the past year. It's got this beautiful cover by Patrick Gleason. And I had been looking for this for a little while. I was really bummed. Some of you know, I just got back into comic collecting a couple months ago after a little bit of a hiatus. And one of my long-term goals, which I'm very far from fulfilling, is to collect all the full run of Amazing Spider-Man. And when I got back into collecting, I saw, oh man, I'm just a few months off from have gotten Amazing Spider-Man 55 at cover price, which is going for way above that cover price now. And so I thought, well, one day I'm going to have to, if I'm going to complete this run, have to pay, a lot of money for some book that I just barely missed out on. And so I was ecstatic when I found this in one of those bins. And then secondly, as I was looking through those bins, I noticed there was one bin that was filled with a lot of things from the War of the Realms storyline. And so there's one issue that I and probably many of us have been looking for from that, which is starting to become hot, and that's New Agents of Atlas #1, which is the first appearance of the New Agents of Atlas team. And there have been a lot of rumors that they're going to make an appearance in the MCU pretty soon, based on some comments Kevin Feige made last month, that there's going to be a Southeastern Asian team soon in the MCU. And so most people think that he's referring to this team. And so this is their first team appearance, as well as the first appearance of several of the characters that are on the team. And so this book has been really hot. When I got home, I actually found out it's been going for more online than the Spider-Man has been. And so I was super excited to find this issue as well. As I was approaching the counter, my heart was beating, and I was afraid that the owner was going to say, oh, actually, those weren't supposed to be in there. I'm sorry, I'll sell them to you, but not at cover price. I've had experience with people who would renege on things that they've said before, and there was no sticker price on these. He had just simply said that they were cover price, and so my heart was pounding. Oh man, am I really going to be able to get these at cover price? And I got to the counter, and especially with the Spider-Man, I could tell the owner was a little surprised that was still in the back issue bin. He just like, oh, that was still back there, and I said, yeah. And so he was super cool about it, didn't even mention any problems getting the cover price, and was happy to sell it to me. And then we chatted for a few minutes, and he was a really cool guy, And so I really respect that he didn't try to jack up the price or anything like that, which he could have tried to do, especially since I'm not one of his regular customers. I'm not even obviously from Culpeper, so there's no guarantee I'm ever even going to stop by his shop again. But he was very cool. I enjoyed chatting with him. And so if you're ever in Culpeper, definitely stop by his store. Again, Multiverse Comics and Games. And then one other thing I picked up from there, he had a couple of long boxes of things that he was selling for a friend. And so I got Daredevil number 46. And so this is just really cool. And it definitely has some wear and tear on it, but obviously it's super old. And so for its age, I always thought it was in cool condition just to be able to display and to own. I always love picking up anything that's old, and this certainly fits the bill. And because of its wear, I got a really good price on it, and so I was super excited about picking this up as well. Well, on the way back home from Culpeper, I stopped by in Ruckersville, which is halfway between Culpeper and my home of Charlottesville, and visited the antique store that I was at last week. Because, as you know, I got a lot of cool comics there, and was told the vendor that sells comics there replenishes his stock every week. And so I wanted to see, well, did he put any other new cool things up? And he had put up some things, but nothing new that really interested me. I got most of the stuff last week, but then I noticed there were a couple of issues last week when I was looking at the pile that had been there for a while that I had missed. And so I was really glad I stopped by and didn't miss these this time. First of all, Power Man and Iron Fist number 50. And so even though this is number 50, number 50 is actually number 1 of the Power Man and Iron Fist series. So up until this time, this title had just simply been Power Man. And in issue 48, he and Iron Fist meet up for the first time and have an adventure. And then in issue 50, you can see here at the top says beginning a new era of greatness. The series is retitled Power Man and Iron Fist, and of course they end up becoming an iconic duo. And I got this just for a few bucks, and I saw last week and it's going for up to 75 on eBay. So I was really excited about getting this. Something interesting, and I don't know how this affects the grading of a comic, and I'm assuming it's unique to this one. I don't know if this whole print run was like this, but it appears like it was miscut, and most of the second line here is just not visible, and you can kind of figure out what it's trying to say. But I don't know what that does to the grading. If anybody knows, you can put something in the comments or reach out to me and let me know if you know anything. And then the second comic I got there was Moon Knight number 15. Last week I talked about how I'm really working on trying to pick up every Moon Knight key I can now, since there's a show that's in development with Oscar Isaac in the title role. I really think now is the time to get any books of him that are key. If you've paid any attention to how the Scarlet Witch and Vision books keys have skyrocketed because of WandaVision, or keys from people in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show now, how they're skyrocketing. Well, I expect this to happen with the Moon Knight keys also. And so Moon Knight 15 is the first appearance of a character named Xenos. And not only that, I just think this is a really beautiful, cool cover. Obviously his cape is in this crescent moon shape, and it might be my very favorite Moon Knight cover. But there are a lot of cool Moon Knight covers, and so I was really happy to pick that one up as well. And so hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I picked up. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, like, comment on this video. Let me know any cool finds you've had lately, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.